Alright, welcome. This is going to be my fifth and final Axis placement game for Season 10 for Axis and Allies Online. My opponent for the game is Davidoff, who at the time of the game was the 219th ranked gold allied player. I've been having some success with Victory City snipes, but in this game I attempted one too early and the game ended up being a marathon. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and with that, let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, Germany round number 1. So Russia went ahead and bought 4 infantry and 2 tanks, and they did the standard 9-12. They took a beating. It was a wash in Ukraine. They killed everything, lost everything. And looks like he lost, I think, 4 guys taking West Russia, which is pretty significant. Let me look here real quick. He lost 6 guys taking West Russia, which is pretty bad. So that bodes well for us. My purchase was the bomber replacement, 2 artillery and 7 infantry. And I'm trying a new strategy with Germany, trying to hit C-Zone 7 lightly and save a sub. I don't know how good that's going to be, but I'm going to try it again. So we're still going to do it. So let's do this. So usually we have 6 units attacking. We're having 5 units attacking. I've done the math on it, and it's actually it's supposed to be an 89% chance to win. Last game I got a 1% result and I did not kill anything, which was pretty bad. So we'll see how it goes this game. We're going to take Karelia Light. We're going to use our battleship to take the cruiser out. And that's pretty much all the combat. And then we're going to see how that pans out, and we'll reinforce Africa. All right. Alright, so this combat was absolutely tremendous. I think we lost 1 sub in C-Zone 7, which is nice. Let's see here. Move all these guys forward in Africa. I'm going to go ahead and grab this artillery and this infantry. Drop them in Libya. And then we're going to take our fighter, put it up in Northwestern, move these guys forward, and then we're going to stack Poland. Actually, let's do that, and I can move these guys forward. Sorry, these guys are going to back off 1 spot. Let's see here. Okay. These guys are going, 2 of them are going back to Baltic. No, gosh darn it, I keep messing this up. Alright, 2 are going back to Baltic, that's it. Alright, our tanks are going forward. Infantry goes up there. Our tanks go to Poland. Other tanks go to Poland. Fighter goes up to Northwest. Actually, I'm going to do one thing, which I do sometimes. I'm going to put 1 infantry extra in Northwestern, just in case he decides to hit it with all of his planes, trying to knock out some of my Air Force. I don't think he'll do that in this instance because he took a beating in C-Zone 7, but you never know. All right, so I think we're good with Poland. And the whole point of this was to keep this sub. So if this sub, and I'll have the bomber and I'll have the planes here, I'm going to keep hammering England to try to not let them get any sort of a landing back here. That's my goal with this, kind of a new German strategy I have here. So we'll see how that works out. And actually, let's move one guy into Ukraine. Just make them fight for it. All right, that's going to be it for the non-com. Wait a minute. Did I move the plane? I moved the plane. Okay. All right. So our bomber, everything's going into Germany. All right. All right, so that's going to conclude Germany round number 1, and I'll see you guys back for Japan round 1. All right, Japan round number 1. So United Kingdom, all he bought was 2 infantry and an artillery. And he banked the rest of his money. So he spent 10, so he banked 20. He's got like 57 left. I'm sorry, 52 left for next turn. So he's probably going to try to drop a massive fleet here in Sea Zone 8, which I'm not sure how he's going to be able to do that, but it looks like he's going to try to do it. And that's all he did, is he put that in India. He didn't attack anything over here. He fled his aircraft carrier and his 2 fighters over the coast of Africa. He attempted to kill my transport in 61 with only a cruiser and lost. Well, he killed the destroyer, but he did not. But he died in the hit back. So he didn't kill the transport, which worked out good for us. So all I had to do was buy 2 transports and 3 infantries. I'm saving 7 units for an eventual, in a couple turns, IC purchase. But we want to be able to start hammering the mainland with 8 troops every single round as quickly as possible. So, and based on him fleeing this and fleeing this over here, I'm guessing he's doing the KGF. So I'm not going to hit Pearl. I'm going to let him just take his fleet to the Atlantic. So we'll do our standard. We'll take 2 of these guys. And 4 of these guys. Actually, you know what? Let's not take 2 of those guys. Let's take 1. We'll take all 4 of these guys and the fighter. And we'll take 1 of these guys. We'll take 1 guy and take Burma. We'll move the rest of the guys up into Yunnan. Let's see here. I almost want to hit Szechuan, but I'm not going to. Let's take our fighters here. We'll hit Yunnan. We'll use this fighter and hit Yunnan. We'll use this bomber and hit Yunnan. Actually, I wonder if I should just take this. I'm not going to do it yet. I'll hit Yunnan. All right. And I think that's all the combat we're going to do. All right, so let's do it. And there you have it. Sometimes you get the double hitbacks on 2 infantry, and sometimes you hit nothing in 2 or 3 rounds of combat with your infantry, which is what happened in Yunnan. So, combat was successful. Let's move our planes. And we'll move 2 of them there. Move our aircraft carrier there. We'll move our battleship there. We will take our transport, grab this stuff here from the Philippines and put it into, let's put it into Ketong. And then we'll take our tank and 1 infantry. And we'll put it into Yunnan. And we'll leave our battleship and destroyer in C-Zone 60. We'll take our aircraft carrier and move it over here. Our cruiser will go to 61. Actually, let's put our I'll put our cruiser in 61. Our submarine will go. Where do you want our submarine? And we'll put it in 47 or 46. All right, and this fighter here will go there, and then I'll drop the bomber in Kwangtung and the 2 fighters in Kwangtung. All right. All right, that should be pretty good for... Oh, wait a minute. This guy here is going to go up into there, and this fighter here is going to go to Kwangtung also. All right. All right, our 2 transports go into C-Zone 60, and our 3 infantry go into 60, since that's the only IC we have. So, all right. That will be it for Japan round 1, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 2. All right, Germany round number 2. So, on the USA turn, he didn't do any combat. He bought a lot of guys, fleet for Western United States, picked up his troops here and sent it down to C-Zone 19. It looks like he's all in on KJF. So I anticipate that these guys will double back either to Hawaii or maybe try to come back this way. And then Russia, they bought 2 artilleries, 2 infantry, and a tank. And they lightly took Ukraine, Belo, and Karelia. Now, this is a game where United Kingdom has 52. He banked 20 monies last turn. So I anticipate he's going to drop a huge fleet here this turn. So what I'm going to try to do is pressure as much as I can on Russia to try to get him to move these fighters out of the United Kingdom, and then maybe try to sea lion him if the opportunity presents itself. But to that end, we just bought another bomber, 6 infantry, and an artillery, and we banked 7 IPCs. So we should have a nice chunk of change to use after this turn. And then we're just going to try to take all 3 of these back. So I'm going to take 2 guys. So I'll take 1 from there and 1 from there, and try to take Ukraine back with my bomber. Actually, let's do 3 guys. Only because I've had bad luck with bombers hitting. And then we're going to take 2 guys, a 3rd guy, and 2 of these fighters. And hit Belo. And then we're going to take 3 of these guys. And the remaining 3 fighters. And hit Karelia. Well, I wonder if let's see, this bomber can go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's kind of a trap. If I use my sub and my cruiser to kill this destroyer, he can use this destroyer and his bomber to attack the cruiser. I think I'm going to save it so I can hit whatever fleet he drops. So we're just going to back them off. Alright, so this is going to be all the combat that we're going to do. Strong, strong, strong. Alright. Okay, that was pretty interesting. The combat was immaculate. We lost nobody. And we took all 3 territories. which is kind of nice. So we'll send our 3 planes back there. We'll send our bomber back there. We'll send our 2 fighters to Poland. We'll send... we'll leave those guys there. We'll send 7 infantry, 2 artilleries, and an AA gun into Poland. Send this AA gun up to Germany. Where do I want to put these guys? Do I want to send them to Poland? Or keep them right there? Maybe I'll keep them right there so I can have 3 to attack. Alright, my cruiser's going to go over here. My sub's going to go up to... Wait, no. Sub's going to go up to Sea Zone 3. That sub's going to stay there. This guy's going to go over here to Libya. And I think that's going to be it for the non-com. Actually, we can move this tank. Let's move this tank to Poland. Alright. Alright, for the mobilization, we're going to throw our bomber into Germany and everything else into Germany. Alright. Alright, so pretty successful turn. We captured everything we wanted to. We took no losses, and we have 48 IPCs to spend next turn. So we'll wait for the massive fleet, which I believe is going to be dropped in the Atlantic here, because obviously the USA is selling out for the Pacific, so I think he's just going to try to put as many ships as possible in the Atlantic. So we'll have to see. Let's see, these Poland guys can't. 1, 2, 3. They can't get there. So if it goes to 7, the only thing we can hit it with is 2 subs, a cruiser, and these planes. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do it. Depends on what UK does. So that's going to do it for Germany round 2, and I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 2. All right, Japan round number 2. So United Kingdom, believe it or not, they banked their IPC again. He bought 2 artilleries and an infantry, and he banked the rest. He's got 72 IPCs now for next turn, which I'm guessing is going to be a fleet. I'm not sure what exactly they're doing, but I'm guessing it's going to be a fleet. And he took Burma. So we've actually got 4 transports now, and we only have 1 industrial complex. We can only buy 8 units anyway. We're going to start massively shucking units over here to the mainland, as many as possible. So for our combat move, we still got to worry about this. He hasn't moved yet, but I'm sure it's coming. So we are going to... We're going to take 1 infantry and 1 artillery, and then 6 fighters. I'm just wondering if we should try to take this. All right, let's do... Now, we're not going to do that yet. So let's do all the fighters. 6 fighters and a bomber to try to take Burma back. And then we're going to take our tank here and blitz this and go back to Yunnan. And we're going to move all 3 of our infantry up there. And this is going to be an issue, but maybe we'll drop it in there next turn. I don't know yet. And that's all the combat we're going to do. All right, so the combat worked out great. We didn't lose anybody. We'll send 4 planes back to 61. Put our bomber back in Kwang Tung. Actually, no. And then these 2 fighters here will go back to Yunnan. And then these guys will move forward. Our submarine will go to 36. We'll take these 2 transports over here. We'll grab 4 guys. We'll go back to 61 and drop them in Yunnan. And then we'll take our artillery and our 2 infantry. Go over to 61. Drop them in Yunnan. We'll take our destroyer over to 61 and our battleship over to 61. Right? Right. Everything here is still in range of 59 if he decides to push forward. So we'll still be able to protect mainland Japan if we need to. And then our 6 infantry and our artilleries will go into mainland Japan. And we are up to 49 IPCs remaining next turn, which is great. Still a little bit curious as to see what United Kingdom's big plan is. But that'll be it for you, Japan, round number 2. And I'll see you guys back for Germany, round number 3. All right, Germany, round number 3. So, United States just bought more Navy. Another battleship, 2 destroyers, and a sub. And then they attacked the Solomons. And they moved their bomber to Hawaii. So, obviously, they are going to make a move on probably the Philippines, if I had to guess. Next turn, maybe Borneo. I have to do the math on this to see what I need to defend. I may have to pull back to Japan. I don't know yet. I'll have to do the math when this turn comes around. Russia bought a tank, 5 infantry, and an artillery, or 2 artillery. And they spread it out. So I had a couple of options this turn. This is a game where United Kingdom has banked their money every turn. He's got 72 IPCs, so he's going to buy a fleet. But he can only put 8 units down no matter what, so, or 11, because he's going to buy some for India. So I'm interested to see what he does with that money. But we're going to go ahead and advance with Germany and try to squeeze Russia out as quickly as possible. We went ahead and bought a tank, 3 artillery, and 10 infantry because we had 48 money. I calculated that if I push into Ukraine and take it, I can withstand his counterattack 96%. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to push all this stuff into Ukraine. And then this is going to be interesting. We're going to take 2 of these guys and the 2 fighters, and we're going to hit West Russia. We're going to take 2 of these guys and 3 fighters, and we're going to hit Archangel. We're going to take 1 infantry and take Egypt. I did the math. I can hold this 30% if he attacks with everything here and a plane from India. But I think I'll just make him attack it, and then maybe whatever he has left over with no planes, I might be able to clear it out better using my bombers, because my bombers should be in position. What I'm going to do with my bombers, I'll probably put them in Karelia. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should be able to hit that with 2 bombers. So I'll land my bombers in Karelia after this turn. The other thing that we thought of doing was hitting this with a sub and a bomber, and I opted against it. I'm going to keep my bomber around because I want to pressure Germany. He can land in France next turn, which is fine, with 1 tank and 1 infantry. I'm going to actually use my cruiser and block him in Sea Zone 2 so that he can't go up and land in Scandinavia this turn. So we're going to do that. So let's see, where else do we want to go with our bombers? We could use our bombers on Russia. Yeah, or we could use our bombers on England. But let's say he's got 72 money, so we're not going to be able to do enough damage, I don't think, to cripple that at all. But we could do some damage to Russia. Although he can just mobilize in the Caucasus. So I don't think we're going to do that at all. I don't think we're going to use... Alright, we'll use our one bomber there, and we'll use our other bomber here. Just to make sure we take that stuff. They're all going to Karelia anyway. And most of the fighters. Alright, so let's run the combat. All right, we lost a guy in West Russia, and we lost a guy in Ukraine. But other than that, the combat went pretty well. So let's land our fighters in Karelia, our bombers in Karelia. All of our planes are going into Karelia. We'll move this guy down at our, Ukraine. We'll move our AA gun to Ukraine. These two guys will move up. This guy will move forward. Our cruiser will go over to C-Zone 2. We'll take this sub over to... Nope. Sub will go to 2, and then this sub here will go to 3. And then, let's see here. Alright, this stuff will go... up to Baltic, and we'll pull back our 3 guys. Actually, no, we'll leave our 3 guys. We'll move our 3 guys to France. And our AA gun, we'll move it to France. All right. I'm wondering if we should move this guy over here to Archangel and have 3 guys there. No, I think 2 guys is probably enough. Alright. That's it for the non-com. Alright. We'll throw a tank into Germany, 2 artilleries into Karelia, 1 artillery into Germany, 8 guys into Germany, 2 guys into Italy. And then this is probably going to be the big turn for England to see what the hell they drop down with their $72. So that's a pretty big amount of money. Depending, I should be able to, hopefully, perhaps stack West Russia next turn. I don't know if we have enough, but if not, probably in 2 turns for sure. So. All right, that's going to be it for Germany round number 3, and I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 3. All right, Japan round number 3. So the state of the board, England bought a tank and artillery and an infantry, and an aircraft carrier, 2 fighters, and a destroyer for C-Zone 7. He killed my guy that I had in Egypt, killed my submarine that I had in C-Zone 2, and then the big attack, he failed to kill Burma. He sent an artillery, an infantry, and a fighter, and he lost the artillery and the infantry, and he had to retreat. And because that happened, I will have India next turn. So, the big concern, obviously, for Japan right now is the Pacific fleets for the United States. So, The problem with United States' fleet for him is that he only has one transport here. Right? He only has one guy that he can pick up here. One land unit. So he can go and take the Philippines with his one transport and his one guy. I considered blocking this, but I think it's like he kills what I have here with this fleet 60%. So, and then obviously this fleet here is going to come down and join this fleet here, and he's going to try to do a massive push. Probably. He's got a couple of transports here, but he only has one here right now. So, what I did was I did a little bit of math, and I figured out what I needed to buy in order to kill both of these fleets with what I have now. So my purchase for this turn was 6 subs and a bomber. Alright, so I'm not buying any land units this turn for a couple of reasons. One reason, my transports that are going to pick these guys up and go back to 61 at the end of this turn, next turn they're hitting India. So they're going to be 2 turns away from Japan anyway. So there's no sense in buying land units that they can't pick up. Right? Considered buying some destroyers, considered mixing up destroyers and subs. But what I need to do is make sure that I am just outside of attack range and make this fleet move into attack range so that I can hit them with everything here. I calculated an 89% to kill everything he has once I have my subs and my 2 bombers. So, for our attack, we're going to try. This is kind of risky a little bit because we're going to be really thin in Asia, but we're going to squeeze Russia as much as possible. So we are going to take all 3 of these. Or at least try to. We're going to take 1 plane there and 1 there. And then up here we're going to hit this with that in our bomber. And that's all the combat we're going to do. Now, obviously, these are kind of risky. This one isn't. Only problem is if we do lose a guy, then this stack could conceivably come down here. But we'll have transports here with a bunch of stuff. We can probably peel some of them off to come back up here and kill it if we need to. Which is why I'm going ahead and doing this right now. Because he's going to have so many things to try to recapture with Russia. The idea is to squeeze him out and get rid of him. And then I can turn all my attention to defending Germany and repelling the United States. So let's run the combat. Alright. This is kind of the worst possible outcome. We lost both of our attackers, and we didn't even cap either one of these. So, I have to look at one thing here. I'm going to get rid of the tank. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is this fighter can go back to... Oh, you know what? Let me see this here. Yeah, we'll put him back in Kwangtung. This fighter has to go here. So what we'll do now, and the bomber can go back to Japan. What we'll do now is we'll take this tank and we'll run him up here to Sinkang. So if he wants to use his fighters and his infantry to try to kill this fighter and this tank, he can. Which I guess he can do, but he's going to have to use fighters, I would think, to try to capture some of these territories. And then he's going to have a choice with these guys. He's going to move this way or move this way. All right. We're going to stack Burma. All right, so if we stack Burma, let's see here. What's he got? 8, 2, and 1, and I'm gonna have. I thought I did this already. I'm gonna have 9. Actually, I'm going to have 10, 3, and 2. I screwed this up. All right. Is that 15? Yeah. So he's going to have, let's see, he's got 8, 2, 1, and a fighter. No bomber. All right. All right. So he's not going to be able to penetrate that. This was kind of a mess. That actually really sucks. But let's go ahead and grab our stuff here. Artilleries, infantries, go back to 61, drop everything in Yunnan. Let's make sure nothing is in range of this. I also decided to calculate, if he decides to make a play for 59 and takes all of his fleets and goes to 59, I can crush his fleet with my fleet 89% of the time. So if that's the case, because let's see here, where will our 6 fighters be? 1 fighter will be there, and so I'll actually only have 5 fighters. Like 80%. All right. All right, that's going to be it. Let's see, for the non-com. All right. Let's see, this bomber here goes 1, 2, 3, 5. It can't get there. All right. Just want to make sure that the bombers sitting there by themselves are not. Let's see, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. They can't get there. All right. Probably should have checked that out before I decided to leave nobody in Japan. All right, we are in position to take India next turn. In fact, he cannot stop it. We just have to decide what we're going to defend Japan with. So that's going to be the end of Japan round 3, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 4. All right, Germany round number 4. So state of the board. USA bought 3 more subs and 3 more destroyers, and they moved all their other fleet down here, obviously in preparation to attack the Japanese fleet. And I screwed up here, obviously. I left a fighter and a tank there. I landed when I cleared these territories without taking them, unfortunately, and so the tanks blitzed through, and he was able to kill my fighter and my tank there. And then it also opened up Asia to him. I don't really have a response, but I do still believe that India will be mine this turn. So I'll have to clean this up. I'm going to stack West Russia this turn. The USA also killed my sub that I had in C-Zone 2. I anticipate that England's going to be starting their landings pretty soon. Russia just bought... let's see. Russia bought 2 artilleries and 6 infantry. And the Americans cleared out West Russia, so he didn't have to use any Russians, which was probably smart. So I am going to stack... I'm going to do a couple things. We're going to try to crack Africa. I'm not sure why he didn't land his fighter in Africa. But because he didn't, I'm going to try to crack Africa. So we're going to just strafe this. Obviously, if we're going to use our bombers. The idea is we're not going to kill everything in here because we're going to land. We want to have bombers to have some protection against this fighter. And then we are going to move one guy into the Caucasus. Take our 9 tanks, our 4 guys, our 6 guys. And then we're going to take... And I really want to kill this guy. But I'm not going to. We'll take 3 fighters there. Actually, you know what? Let's do 4 fighters. Let's do 4 fighters there and 1 there. And then we're going to try to keep that stacked. If we stack it correctly, we might have to land 1 Japanese fighter over here. If we land the 1 fighter, we have an 82% chance to hold. If we don't land the fighter, it goes down to 67, but that's still probably enough to keep him from attacking it. But we'll see. I went ahead and bought 2 tanks, 2 artilleries, and 8 more infantry for Germany. The 2 artillery is going to go into Karelia to meet with these guys, and then everybody's going to move forward. These guys will have to probably retreat 1 turn until he starts landing, so I can push this stuff out. Although he may just do the Scandinavia deal. All right, let's run the combat. No. 1 guy. All right. Okay, the combat actually worked out really good. So we killed 3 guys in Egypt and we only lost 1 guy. And then we took the Caucasus without losing anybody. And we did not lose anybody in West Russia, which is nice. So our Baltic guys are going to move forward into Karelia. Let's see. He can attack with 4 guys, no, 3 guys and artillery, or 3 guys and 2 tanks. Alright, let's pull him back. We'll pull everybody back, except these guys will send forward. Alright, so we'll send those 9 guys forward. Do I have an extra AA gun? Yeah, I do. So let's send the AA gun there. Alright. Alright. Our 2 artilleries go to Karelia. 2 tanks and 8 infantry go into Germany. All right. That is it for Germany round number 4. And I will see you guys back for Japan round number 4. All right, Japan round number 4. So I miscalculated when I did the strafe on Egypt. I should have just pressed on and just landed my bombers in Libya by themselves unguarded, knowing that they'd be destroyed, because he was able to attack with the land units that he had in here and a bomber and a fighter, and he killed everything. Didn't take the territory, but he killed it, so Africa's now clear for him. So I should have just pressed forward and taken it. You live, you learn. Or at least done one more round, and then if I took it, great. If I killed 2 out of the 3 guys, then great. But I didn't do that. He decided to abandon India this turn. And then the other danger that happened to me, which is my own fault, is I allowed these territories, once he killed the guys here, I failed to trade them. He rushed 2 tanks out, killed my tank and my fighter that were sitting in Sinkang. And so now, with these 2 tanks here, on Russia's turn, he can run, collect some more of these territories, which more importantly, though, will open up the bomber here to be able to hit Sea Zone 61 and have a place to land, or the USA's bomber here. If he were to take these, he'd have a place to land. In any case, I'm going to have to risk planes, which I hate to do, but I'm going to kill these tanks. And then we're going to take India, and then we're going to brace for this. I'm going to put a destroyer in 49 to block him from taking Borneo this turn. But he can take the Philippines if he wants. But if he goes heavy with his fleet, I have enough stuff, and I will at the end of this turn, to take this fleet out 89%. So that's a battle I'll take. My only concern is if he moves all of this shit into Sea Zone 59, because at the end of this turn, my fleets will be split, and it's going to be tough for me to defend. But I went ahead and bought 2 more destroyers, a fighter in case I lose one, and 4 infantry, because I'm going to have 2 transports left over. And our fleet is going to have to probably go... I guess we can put it in 60. Because then he can attack with 4 fighters, but I'll have a battleship, 2 destroyers. That might be... Is he really going to want to attack with 4 fighters? So maybe I will put it all there. That might be the better play. So, all right. So let's go ahead and take India first. The other thing we have to remember is to fly a Japanese fighter up to West Russia to make sure that this is going to be a solid defense. Take 1 battleship down here. Take the cruiser down here. And we'll move the aircraft carrier down at the end. And then either one or both, one of these fighters can go up there. So this is the move that I absolutely friggin' hate to do. But I think I gotta do it. I really hate to do it. I really, really hate to do it. Alright, let's get it done though. This also is probably not going to be enough to defend if he decides to double back, so I'm going to have to land a couple of my German fighters down here to defend against United Kingdom on my turn. So it's going to get interesting. Wow. Okay, that was good. So we're going to take one fighter and go down there. We're going to put one fighter in West Russia. We're going to take one aircraft carrier and put it there. We're going to take the other aircraft carrier and put it... Let's see. If he attacks with 4 fighters, I'll have a battleship, a destroyer. Actually, I'll have a battleship, 2 destroyers. Alright, we're going to put it in 62. Just in case. And we'll mobilize everything to 62. Let's see, our bomber... Let's see, where do our fighters have to go? Our fighters can go... Oh, can our fighters go all the way back here? Alright, let's put everything there. And the only thing he can attack with is 3 guys and 2 tanks. I'm sorry, 3 tanks and 2 fighters. And with my 2 infantry, 2 artillery, 3 fighters, and 2 bombers, I got a 99% to hold that. So I think that's fine. Alright, this sub here. Oh, let's see. Do we want to put it? Let's put it over here. Actually, no, let's not. Yeah, why not? We'll put it over there. Alright. Fighter goes there, 2 destroyers, and 4 infantry. Alright. All right, that's going to conclude Japan round number 4. And I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 5. All right, Germany round number 5. So United States bought a battleship, a destroyer, and 2 more subs. They're pushing completely hard for the KJF still. And they took New Guinea and moved their fleet into Sea Zone 49. And as you know, United Kingdom, they took France and they took Northwestern. I've done the math on this. I can't take it yet. And my only problem with Japan, even though I took India, is I'm going to have to keep buying ships to deal with this. So, and I'm going to have to block, because my navies are separate. I'm planning on probably meeting my navy in Sea Zone 36. And blocking 48 so he can't land on mainland Japan. But it's going to be hard to buy land troops when I don't have any money. So, and he's going to start taking these money islands. I also got to split the difference from Germany, so I went ahead and bought another bomber, a tank, 2 artilleries, and 8 infantry. We're going to try to get as much pressure. I might have an opportunity to do a round 7 assault on Russia, but depending on what these guys do, if they move to Kazakh or if they move into the Caucasus, this is going to be a problem too. So I don't really have enough. I can chase them, but I can't replace these with any troops. So I got to worry about these guys backdooring me and taking India. And also taking, they have an opportunity. They're setting up a snipe, obviously, right? So they could go take Shanghai, take India, take Philippines. So they're in position to take a lot of stuff. So I'm going to have to deal with this. In the meantime, I'm trying to capture Russia. So I'm going to try to get, if I can get the Caucasus and hold it, then I don't know if I'll be able to do it, though, because of these English guys. So we are going to see what we can do. So anyway, we're going to take 2 of these fighters, and we're going to hit that with 2 guys, because the fighters are going to end up going down here to India, so they're going to fly down there on their way. And then with the remaining fighters, I'm going to take 3 guys and 1 fighter, and I'm going to take 2 guys and 1 fighter, and our other German fighter is going to go here in West Russia. Obviously, he also has an opportunity to snake Italy too, so he's actually set up pretty good. To get, but he needs 4 cities, so he can get 1, 2, 3, and maybe, I don't know. That's where he's going to get stuck. But I'm going to have to do something about this. I may change my mind and go to 64 with my northern fleet and then see what he does here. He may have to pull some of these ships back over here. Then it puts that northern fleet out of position, so I have to think about that. Alrighty. Did I put enough stuff? Did I do enough stuff? I don't know yet. I'm hoping. Strong in the Caucasus, strong in France, strong in Northwestern. Alright. Oh, you know what? Oh, man. I should have used both planes because no reason not to. All right. So our 2 fighters here are going to go to India. That's just in case these guys double back. I don't expect them to, but if they decided to, I wanted to make sure that we can defend India. We're going to move 1 fighter down here. We're going to move our 6 infantry and our 3 artillery. Down there, we're going to move our artillery and our 8 infantry and our AA gun and 3 tanks. Up there, we're going to move this fighter to Germany. We're going to move this fighter to Germany. And we're going to move an infantry forward into Poland. That's only because we're going to move him probably to block if this gets... Although he doesn't have any tanks. That's kind of silly. That's alright though. Alright. Actually, let's send... Yeah, let's leave those fighters there. Alright. Alright. Alright, our 2 artillery are going up there into Karelia. Put our tank, our bomber, and our 8 infantry into Germany. And that will be the end of Germany round number 5. And I'll see you guys back for Japan round 5. Alright, Japan round number 5. So, England just bought stuff for his fleet in... He bought 5 infantry and artillery and 2 fighters. And everything went into the United Kingdom. He's just trying to get up his landing units so he can start landing everywhere. I made a bad play in Africa. I don't know what I've been doing this game, to be honest, because this here is just... United States has not bought a single land unit the entire game. They have bought nothing but ships. Over and over and over and over again. They've added a 3rd battleship. 2 more subs. Another destroyer. They're just stacking with ships. And unfortunately, I took India, which is great. But I can't even buy any troops for India because I have to spend all my money on a defense. So I thought about maybe taking Alaska, trying to pressure this fleet, maybe coming down to take Hawaii, but I don't think that's going to be a good play. I'm going to just try to keep pace with the United States fleet until I can squeeze out Russia. So my purchase was a sub, a destroyer, and 2 bombers. And I've calculated that if he moves everything into the Philippines, I have like a 70% chance of wiping him. If he moves into Borneo, I can wipe him. Unless he uses a destroyer to block in Philippines, which I'm going to do this turn because I'm going to move all my troops from mainland Japan. So I don't want him to bounce up here and take mainland Japan. My concern is if I do that, if I block here, he cannot get to mainland Japan and land on it. He can't do it this next turn, but in 2 turns, I don't know. It's only a matter of time. He's going to keep bringing these ships down here, and I can't outspend United States. He's got 40, and I've got 37, which you would think is comparable, but he doesn't have to buy any land units at all. which is amazing why I've been just failing in the Atlantic. He's basically was able to use United Kingdom to dominate here. So I figure I've messed up. I just messed up logistically in Germany, I guess. Anyway, I'm at a loss. But, so we figured out that we can take 10 guys and the 4 artilleries and stack Persia. We're going to take 1 guy and take Sinkang. And that's all we're going to do for combat. So it's going to be a short turn. That's all we're going to do for the combat. Alright. For the non-com, one of our destroyers has to block the Philippines so he can't land on the Philippines. And then everything else if I had a couple more ships, I could have sailed over here and taken Africa, but I just don't have enough. At least not yet. Alright. And now our 6 subs. Aircraft carrier. Battleship. Transports. Plane. Destroyer. And then 1 plane's landing there, and everything else is going to go into Yunnan. Our artilleries, our bombers, 1 fighter. I almost want to back this guy off too. But we won't. Oh, wait a minute. Alright, we need to take these guys, go here, and go to Yunnan. And now I just got to double check because I'm putting no land units in Japan. I'll have everything here. What about his bomber here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Alright. It may be catastrophic, but I'm going to try it anyway. I don't see how he can land there as long as I block this with a destroyer. So as long as I have a destroyer in 48, I don't see how he can land on mainland Japan. I'm going to find out pretty soon. This could be the mistake of the game. His transports are here. He can go up here and land. But not if I block. If he kills it during the combat phase, he cannot go through. So I don't think he can do it. Let's see, what is that? 48? I need to make sure I got a destroyer going into 48. Okay, good. And then 61 has everything. All right. Gonna put our bombers, our destroyer, and our submarine. All right, that is going to be it for Japan round number 5, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 6. All right, Germany round number 6. So, state of the board. I'm having a tough time dealing with USA fleet here. USA just bought more stuff for their Navy. In fact, I don't think they've bought a single... They have not bought a single land unit this entire game. They're just buying Navy, 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 and I can't keep up with it. I just don't have enough IPC. I should have pushed harder up here and taken this stuff here. So, and then Russia just went ahead and bought its normal, like 7 infantry, stuck them all in Russia. So, it's not doing much. I still don't have enough to hit this yet, but I'm getting there. So I went ahead and bought another bomber, another tank, another artillery, and 8 more infantry. I'm going to try to stack Russia enough, or West Russia enough, so where I can actually take it at some point. And maybe do a 1-2. So we'll see where these UK guys go if they're going to deal with this guy here. So for our combat, we got to take France back. So we're going to shift stack this guy here. And we're going to take 4 guys. From there, we'll take 2 fighters and the bomber and hit that. We're going to take 2 guys from there. And we're going to take it with 2 fighters there. And where's my other fighter? This fighter here. And I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. So hopefully that works out. Alright, all of our 3 fighters are going back into West Russia. Our 3 tanks, our 8 infantry, our 3 artilleries, and our another AA gun. Our bomber will go back to Germany. Our 2 fighters will go back to Germany. Our tank will go to Ukraine. And then how many do I send towards Karelia? I don't know if I can send anybody towards Karelia. It is kind of dead zone. I mean, he can take it. England can take it. I don't think I have enough to send unless I send all 12 guys in the AA gun. Because what has he got? 3 transports? He can do 3 and 3. All 7 fighters? Yeah, that's a lot. Alright, so I'm going to leave it the way it is. And then we're going to put a bomber, a tank, an artillery, and 7 guys, and we'll put 1 guy. Actually, we're going to leave that. Do I want to leave it? And let Russia... No, I don't want to leave it. Make United Kingdom take it. Alright. Alright, that's going to be it for Germany round number 6. And I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 6. Alright, Japan round number 6. So, United Kingdom in round number 6 bought 5 artilleries. Let's see, wait a minute. He bought 5 infantry, 2 artilleries, and a tank. All of it went into the United Kingdom. He then took France, he took Northwestern, he took Libya, because I had nobody left in there. And then the big one is he failed an attack on the Caucasus, which is really nice. So he was not able to take that back. He failed that attack, which is great. Actually, he retreated. Maybe he just wanted to not let Japan take it. So he might have just wanted to strafe, but there was only 2 guys there. So he must be trying to take it. Anyway, he did not take it. This is getting really dangerous for me. He's buying, USA's been buying ships and stuff. They're coming hard. I don't have a lot of time left for Japan, but I did calculate. So I calculated a potential for me to hit this with a 1-2 from Germany and Japan in round 7. So, but in order for me to do that, I have to maneuver a little bit of a couple of blocks, and because this fleet here is killing me, I got to move, block some stuff here to prevent him from attacking mainland Japan, or taking Shanghai, or taking India. So, I calculated this here, and our Japan troops, and depending on what happens now. So we're going to take these 2 bombers, I'm going to bomb Russia. I wish we could bomb with these, but we can't. We can't get there. So these bombers are going to go here and attack with this guy here. Let's see here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Everything's going to end up in Szechuan. All right, so we're gonna take everything here. I really should try to take that right there. In fact, I should take this. And I will. And then, let's see here. Alright, over here, I need a sub. 1 sub there, 1 sub there. I can take 2 fighters there and 2 fighters there. We're going to kill those guys. Right? And then we're going to maneuver around so that he cannot take India or the other 2 victory cities. We just got to hope that we have enough. This bombing raid's important. If I can do, let's see, 5 damage, 5 or more damage, I'll be in decent shape. But it's a risk, because if I lose a bomber. So actually, I went ahead and bought another bomber in case I lose one in the bombing raid. Another fighter, 2 destroyers to replenish my navy here. All my navy's going to go back to Japan. Well, maybe not. Yeah, I probably will. My navy's going to go back to Japan after this turn. At least for 1 more turn. So let's hope this works out. What about this here? Oh, you know what? This fighter here can go here too. Because I can put it right back in West Russia. Let's see here, 26, let's see, 25, 4. Alright, I don't think he can kill that. Well, we'll find out if he can. I should see if I need any Japanese fighters there. No, I don't think he can. All right. So let's do this. All right. First things first. All right, the combat was pretty great. We did 7 IPCs, damage to the Russian capital here. We're going to put our bombers here. This fighter's going back to West Russia. This fighter's going here. These 2 fighters are going here. These 2 fighters are going here. These 2 bombers are going here. We're going to take... Man, I hate to do it. Let's do it, though. We're going to take 2 of those. And 2 of those. Drop guys off in India. These guys are going up to Szechuan. And then our destroyer is going into 37. Our cruiser is going into the Philippines. And our other destroyer is going into 36. So he cannot take India. He can't hit India this turn. And he can't take any of these other territories yet either. Everything else will go back to mainland Japan. All right. All right. It's a mess, but we sold out. We sold out to we're going to hit Russia next turn with a with a 1-2 from Germany and Japan. We're going to hit Moscow. And then we may have to just hunker down and just buy all infantry with Japan and stick them in India and mainland Japan until we can figure out, because his navy's coming. If we can knock Moscow out of the game, then maybe we can keep because now I have, what, 6 fighters and 4 bombers here? 6 fighters and 5 bombers. All right. And he can only buy, let's see, he's got 21. Russia has 21 money. And he's down to 7 here. So every one he repairs, he can buy. So you can put 1 in there for $3, repair 1. Which would be $4. Put another one in there for $6 so it'll be $7 to put 2 guys in there. He's gonna have to repair, and so he's only gonna probably be able to put, I don't know, maybe hopefully only 4 guys which would get him to 36, which would get me up to a 98%, I'm sorry, 94% 1-2 of Moscow. So we're going to see what happens. I mean, I don't know if I miscalculated, but we're going to find out. So anyway, that is going to be it for Japan round 6. I will see you guys back for Germany round number 7. All right, Germany round number 7. So the United States has continued to do nothing but buy sea units to throw into the Pacific. And Russia was only able to buy 2 artilleries and how many infantry? Let's see here. 3 infantry and 2 artilleries after we bombed him with our bombers. So we've run the numbers on Russia, and if we hit it with Germany and Japan this turn, we have overall an 80% chance to conquer it. It's actually about an 18% chance for Germany alone to take Russia. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And the other thing we're going to do is hard stack France. He's got what? He's got 4 fighters, 3 transports. Let's see here. A bomber, 4 fighters. I don't know. Maybe I can. I'll have to see. He's got some guys here too. But in any case, let's go ahead and hit Russia with everything we got here. Oh, you know what? Let's blitz that. All right. And then for now, we'll just take an artillery. Three infantry. And the 2 fighters, and take back France. We'll decide if we can hard stack it after this combat. All right. USA is rapidly encroaching. He's going to be able to take. India might be okay, because he does not have a lot of land units here yet. He hasn't built any ICs yet. So we will have to see. And hey, I might even be able to just kill this and block him from going after Japan again. So I might just do that. And I got to start prepping this for a defense. So anyway, let's get the Russian attack done and see how we do here. Alright, the combat was exceptional. Russia will fall this round, for sure. And it won't even take all of my stuff to do it, so I can fly fighters. I can use my fighters to defend elsewhere. And we can turn our attention to killing England. So let's see. Fly those fighters back there. Our 3 fighters. Ooh, I can go to Caucasus. Let's go to Caucasus. And then our bombers can go... Bombers can go to... Let's put them in the Caucasus as well. We have them as the most amount of land units there. And I only put this here, leave the AA gun there, so in case he decides with England to try to attack it, maybe we kill it. I don't think he will. I think he's going to fly his plane out of there and save it for another fight, but if he decides to do it, leave it there then, or attack my Japanese fighter, then so be it. So, alright, let me do some numbers here on France. I think we can hard stack France, because the only thing he can get, if I put 10 guys in Germany and 2 fighters, he can get he can get 3 guys, a tank, 2 artilleries, 4 fighters, a bomber. Hold on, let me do the numbers on this. It's a 20% chance for him to take France if I hard stack it. Even with all that stuff. So I don't think I'm going to, because next turn for sure I can stack the shit out of it. So I'll wait 1 turn. Not what I wanted to do, but I don't want him to even have a sniff. A 20% battle is what I just won in Russia. So I don't want him to get the luck of the dice there, so we're not going to hard stack France. And I don't need to put anybody. Well, I'm gonna mobilize guys to India or to Italy. So let's do this here. All right, 10 infantry in Germany, 3 infantry in Italy, 2 infantry in the Caucasus. Oh man, this is nice. All right. All right, now I can switch my focus over to defeating United Kingdom. Well, actually repelling USA. We're not out of the woods yet, for sure. But in any case, I should have Karelia next turn. I should have the requisite number unless he decides to somehow take Shanghai or India. Or he can always take the Philippines. Problem is he can just take the Philippines at any time, and I can't defend it. So the game's going to go longer. But once Japan has the Russian money, we'll focus all of our efforts probably on the Sea Lion. That'll probably be the best bet. But anyway, that'll be the end of Germany round 7. And I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 7. All right, Japan round number 7. So, state of the board is a little bit tricky. So, USA, they have the money islands, but they don't have ICs on them yet. I'm going to guess that they're going to put industrial complexes on both of those next turn. But as of right now, they don't have a lot of land units to take back stuff. So, if I kill the ships in 48 and 36, I can block him from landing and taking any victory cities on this end. India's going to be safe. Because all this, after I take Russia, all this stuff's going to head back towards the coast. So, I wonder if I should send some of these guys to Persia and go this way instead of going straight towards the coast. But I'm going to use my Germans to go down to Persia also. So I think I'm going to head them straight towards the coast. Alright. So first things first, we're going to grab this from Russia. We're going to grab this from Russia. We're going to take two artilleries, 2 infantries, a fighter, and 3 bombers. And attack Russia, right? And then, oh yeah, so then right here, we're going to use I guess we got to do 2 subs, a destroyer, 5 fighters, and then we're going to use 1 destroyer and a sub and 2 bombers and a fighter. All right. I should be able to get 2 hits with all that stuff and take Russia. Then it's just a matter of racing to defend this stuff. And I got to make sure my destroyer survives. Both of them. All right. All right. Combat was a glowing success. We killed everything we needed to kill, and the destroyers are set up to block. Okay, first things first we want to do is we want to take 1 transport, pick up this guy, go back to mainland Japan, take the other transport, pick up this guy, go back to mainland Japan. We are going to take our 5 fighters from there and our 6th fighter and put it up there. Well, wait a minute. We have 4. How many fighters we got going there? Okay, we can send it there. All right. Our bombers are going back to India. We're going to move these 3 bombers over to Germany. This fighter will go to India. And then, oops, wait a minute. Those 2 guys will move forward. These guys will all move forward. Back towards the coast. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. All right. All right. He's going to do me a favor. If the Russian guy takes West Russia, he's going to do me a favor. Because I'll just take it with Japan, and that's actually more money. Which I need for Japan to just start building more navy. All right. All right, we're throwing the aircraft carrier and 3 destroyers in Sea Zone 60. And we got a fat 63 IPCs to spend next turn. He's blocked from taking Japan. He can always take Philippines. I'm not going to be able to stop that. I should be able to defend India, though, at least for a few turns until he builds up forces here. And I'm going to start bombing the shit out of United Kingdom and trying to take him out. So that's going to do it for round 7 for Japan. And I'll see you guys back for round 8 for Germany. All right, Germany, round number 8. So, United States bought an industrial complex for Borneo, a bomber and a destroyer for Western United States, and they moved into the Philippines and took the Philippines. Now, I've done the math already on all of his navy and my navy, and I cannot win. Even though I have 63 IPCs next turn, no matter what I buy, navy-wise, I cannot defeat his navy. So, I'm going to set up a kind of an interesting defense for Japan for next turn, in which I'm going to move my fleet and leave a couple destroyers here to prevent bombardment and fortify Japan as much as possible. And hopefully, if he can't take it next turn, it'll be too late for him, and I can just outbuy land units until even though he's going to start producing here, I might be able to make a dent in it. So, my other concern here is in Germany. I want to be able to get guys in Africa and start building up a navy and start hammering United Kingdom. So he went ahead and bought. Russia obviously took Finland. That's it. They bought nothing. They're out of the game. They took Finland, I guess, just to take points away from Germany, which is fine. I went ahead and bought an aircraft carrier, 7 infantry, and a sub. The infantry are going to go, and the aircraft carrier is going into 16. Can't get hit by these fighters, or this bomber. So for this turn alone, the carrier will be safe. I'm going to put the sub in 15 if he decides to move his carriers and his planes to be in striking distance of 16 for next turn. I'll hit it with the sub, my fighters, and my bombers. And then all I'm going to try to do is sink the carrier and then leave. And then he should not be able to hit this. And I should be able to build up a decent navy. And then obviously I'm going to be carpet bombing United Kingdom with Japan. And I'm going to be using my German bombers as well. Kind of interesting, he didn't take West Russia and kill my AA gun here. I guess his idea is that he's going to take 1 point away from me here, then 2 points away from me until it's going to take me a few turns to double back and kill him. It's a decent plan. But I'm just going to move. Maybe I'll even move the Japanese. I'm going to move a German tank up here and take this turn. In fact, let's go ahead and take that. If he wants to use UK to recapture this, that's fine. Because I'm going to move my Japanese guys into West Russia. And with the Japanese guys and the bombers, I should be able to kill his UK force, and that means he's not landing in France. So that's fine. And I may even move some of these infantry north, but I don't know if I will because I only was able to buy 7 infantry, and a lot of them are going into the Caucasus. So we are going to take France back. So we're going to use 4 guys. Let's see, our bombers and our fighters. Ooh, our fighters can't get there. 1, 2, no, they can't. Wow, our fighters cannot get there. Well, ain't that a bitch? All right. Okay. And I don't have any artilleries. So we'll use, let's use 4 guys and 1 fighter. And then we'll use a fighter there. All right. That kind of sucks. All right. Well, it is what it is. So let's get this combat done. Alright, so that worked out. So for the non-com, we're going to move our 4 tanks, our 2 infantry, our, 1 fighter into Persia. We're going to move 2 fighters into C-Zone 16. Our AA gun will go up to Karelia. Our fighter to Germany, our bombers to Germany, our fighter to Germany. Alright, our aircraft carrier will go to 16. Our sub will go to 15. 3 infantry will go to Karelia. And 4 infantry will go to Germany. Alright, we're up to 44 IPCs. So we can buy maybe some transports, maybe a little bit more Navy here, depending on what he does here. So that's going to conclude Germany round 8. And I will see you guys back for Japan around number 8. Alright, Japan around number 8. So I've done the math here, and with all this stuff, my fleet cannot survive. Being attacked by the U.S. fleet. That's overwhelmingly, no matter what, if I used all my $63 to buy more Navy, it was not going to hold. I tried all kinds of different combinations, aircraft carriers, 9 destroyers, everything. Nothing worked. So, I'm switching tactics. The other thing I noticed is that even with the Philippines here, he can take India with the U.S. So I need to stop that from happening. So I'm going to try to block this here and stop it from happening. So it ended up, let's see, what did the UK do here? He bought 6 infantry, a tank, and 3 artilleries. Took France. And he's, I didn't notice this, but he's got an IC in South Africa, so he mobilized some units to South Africa. So I'm going to do, my purchase was 10 tanks and an infantry. So I calculated that with his land units here, if I throw 8 tanks and 5 of my fighters into Japan and leave destroyers in 62 and 60 to prevent bombardment, he has a tough time. He'll have a tough time taking Japan with what he has now. He doesn't have enough land stuff yet. So if I can hold this for one more turn, then I can just be in a position to Keep putting 8 infantry there every turn until I can just stack it to the point where he can't get it back. And obviously I got to worry about Shanghai here. So, but I can start sending troops from Russia and India over this way once I get India secure, which it's not yet. So, as far as my combat, I'm going to take that, and then we're going to use our 2 bombers. Oh yeah, I need a destroyer. I'm going to send 1 destroyer. I'm going to send 1 sub. And I'm going to send my 2 bombers. We're going to kill that sub. We're going to send our transport up here. We're going to grab this guy. We're going to go to 64. We're going to take Alaska. We are going to take our battleship and bombard. We are going to take 2 fighters and attack Alaska. All right. And God willing, we take this. If we take it, we can do at least get some of his fleet to come back this way. So obviously, if he gets a hit back, this is it. I didn't want to take 1 extra infantry because I want both my infantry and all 8 of my tanks in Japan at the end of this turn. And then we're going to bomb United Kingdom's IC. All right. What else do I want to do here? No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Shit. He can't even get to Japan. Right? He can't get to Japan. Okay, hold on a second here. Where is it here? Oh, I reset it. Okay, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do, where's my 2 fighters here? Okay. This one here is going there. Battleship's going there. 1 fighter is going there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess this fighter will go here at the subs. Well, actually, if I'm going to do that, that's okay. Okay. All right, I'm just going to leave him. Oh, no, I'll take him here. All right. All righty. Let's do the attacks here. Alright, what are my map notes? Destroyer must block this. Okay, I've got that. Alright. Okay, combat was pretty good. We didn't lose anybody in Alaska, and we took it. We didn't lose any units taking the sub out. Let's see where I want to put these guys. We'll leave them in India, I guess. Okay. These guys are going here. Our bombers are going back to Germany. Alright, now for this move here. One destroyer there. And then everything else. These 5 fighters landing on mainland Japan. Our transport. Subs. Battleship. All that stuff's going over there. One destroyer here, one destroyer there, one destroyer there to block India. And then we're going to put one artillery there. And one there. And we're going to put 3 guys there and 5 guys there. So, alright. I think that's it. Oh. Our fighter up here has to go here. Alright. All this stuff's going there, right? Alright, we can clear these. Because we did everything we were going to do on the notes. Let me double check. Alright. We're throwing 8 tanks in mainland Japan, 2 tanks in India, and 1 infantry in India. Alright. It's not ideal. I didn't want to abandon the Navy presence around Japan, but I was going to lose my Navy. This cannot hold. So until I can take France back and England, I'm going to have to just keep buying infantry for these 3 until I can get, hopefully I can outwork USA putting stuff here. So gonna try to crack into Africa with Germany if I can. He's got 4 fighters and a bomber here, and he looks like he's gonna come this way, so we'll see what we can do, but game's not over yet. Anyway, that's round 8 for Japan, and I'll see you guys back for round 9 for Germany. Alright, Germany, round number 9. So state of the board, United States. They bought 4 infantry, 2 artillery, a transport, and a bomber, and another complex for East Indies. They're ramping up over here. And they took... let's see, they attacked Sea Zone 60. Oh yeah, they killed my 2 destroyers that were in 60 and 62. So we can get rid of both of those notes. They did their job. They stopped this for 1 turn. And I should have enough to defend once I put more infantries in here. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to try a round 10 snipe if I can. So what I got to do is I got to fortify India, Shanghai, France and Karelia, because Italy's not under threat, and then take Hawaii. Now, if he doesn't read this right and he doesn't put anything in range of taking any of these back, then there's going to be a couple of battles for Hawaii and Shanghai, but that'll be it. So I'll go further into details on Japan's turn, but right now all we did with Germany was we bought 3 tanks and 8 infantry. 3 tanks and an infantry are going into the Caucasus, and then 7 infantry are going into Germany. So our combat, we're going to go in here, blitz that, and go back to the Caucasus. I'm sorry, back to Karelia. And then I thought about this. I hate to do it, but we're going to do it. 2 guys in the plane. We're going to try to prevent him from hitting Persia with his United Kingdom stuff. If USA wants to bounce over here and hit Persia, that's fine. I could see them doing that. Now I might throw a destroyer here this turn as well, just to prevent him from going over there and taking Persia. That might be an idea, because I don't want him to take Persia if I can help it. And I want to get these 3 guys down in here into India. So, and then we got to take this back. So we're going to move those 3. We're going to move 1 guy. Well, let's see. We'll do 2 guys. And our fighters and attack France. And then we're going to bomb England's IC. It's already down 11. We're going to hopefully bomb it so that he can't build anything there. Or at least it's going to cost him some money. England has 36 monies, so we need to cut into that money. Alright. I don't think we have enough material to do it, but we can try it. Alright. Alright. Our plane's going to go to India. Our 4 tanks are going to go to India. Our 3 guys are going to go to Persia. Our AA gun is going to go to Persia as well. Let's see here. We'll send 1 fighter down to India. We'll send the sub to 14. Planes will go back to Germany. Bombers will go back to Germany. And then 12 guys will go there, and we'll move our anti-aircraft gun back to Baltic. Actually, maybe I'll just get rid of the plane. Have this plane go to India as well. All right. All that is going to be it for the non-com. I'm going to put 3 guys and a tank. I'm sorry, 3 tanks and an infantry into the Caucasus. And we're going to put 7 infantry into Germany. Alright. And that is going to be it for Germany round number 9. And I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 9. Alright, Japan round number 9. So, I am going to try to set up the VC snipe for round 10. He's building up a lot of troops here, and it's going to be tough to do. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it. But we're going to try. The only thing going for me here is if he decides to take these transports and land in 61 this turn, whatever he lands there, he's not going to be able to go back and replenish his troops from his ICs. So I'm not doing any combat this time. Only thing I did was buy 8 infantry and 2 planes. UK repaired their entire facility here and bought 5 infantry and an artillery, or I think 4 and 1 maybe. 4 and 2. Where did they put the other one? Oh, went down here. Okay, so he put some of them down there, which is fine. I don't really care about Africa, to be honest. All I have to do is I have to be able to keep Karelia, Germany, France, and Italy, India, and Shanghai, and Japan. And I'm going to take Hawaii next turn. So, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to attack anything. Alright, because I don't see really any attacks that I need to do. Alright. For my non-combat, all of those guys are going there, and I'm buying my bombers from Germany are going there. These guys are going down to Persia. This guy's going into Xinjiang. These guys are going into 57. Our subs, our fighter, our battleships, our aircraft carriers. 1 fighter from Japan is going over there. Alright. And nothing else is moving. Nothing else is moving. Right? Right. Alright, let me just double check the board here. That's going to go there, that's going to go there and stack. Nothing is here to threaten. This stuff's going to go to India. This stuff's going to go to Shanghai with as many planes, German or otherwise, that need to go here. I'll have to do the math on whatever USA buys this turn. And then my bombers from India and from Anhui, if he leaves troops out like this that are landed like that, I may just attack them with bombers and try to kill them. So he can't land them either on Japan mainland or Shanghai. Alright. I think that's it. I'm trying to figure out this guy, the destroyer, he can attack, but he's not going to. He's going to die. He can't block anymore. He can't block anymore. He can build stuff here, but it'll be too late. So I'll have to decide if he builds stuff, how much stuff I send here to try to kill this, and then use whatever I need to take Hawaii. If he's smart and he reads this, he's going to move probably a transport or two over here to try to take Hawaii back. But if he does that, I'll probably, if I have my 3 aircraft carriers, I'll use my aircraft carriers to block. That's my plan anyway. I won't be able to if he moves transports over here to 44. I'm wondering if I should even move in here. The only problem is if he blocks, then I can't take Hawaii. So I have to move into 57. I have to move into 57. I could move into Hawaii right now. Let's see. Plane 1, 2, 3, 4. It could get there. If I move all the way into Hawaii, what does that do for me? It just looks like I forgot to take it. Well, I can threaten like I'm going to hit this. Even though I'm not going to. Alright. We'll see what he does. But that's going to be it for the non-com. Alright, for our mobilization, we're going to put 2 fighters and 6 infantry in Japan, 2 infantry in India, and that will be the end of Japan round number 9. I'll see you guys back for Germany round 10. Alright, Germany round number 10. So, United States bought 7 infantry and... I'm sorry, they bought 10 infantry, 4 artilleries, and a fighter. The 7 of the infantries went into the United States. Actually, they had a couple there. So some of them went there. Some of them went down here, obviously. And some of them went in the East Indies, obviously preparing landings. USA decided to take Kiangsu this turn. I think that was a mistake. Because I'm going to kill all of his land troops. His transports can't get back to pick up anything. And he should not have enough stuff to take India or Shanghai. If he wants to sack his entire Air Force, he might be able to do it to hang on. But I don't even think he can do it that way. I don't care anything about this because I'm going to take Hawaii this turn. He did move his subs here, so I may have to attack the subs with these subs here so I can use my empty transport to grab this dude to attack Hawaii. But that's for another day. So right now I just got to concentrate on stacking and holding all the stuff that I have here. Italy is under no threat. So the 3 territories under threat are France, Germany, and Karelia. So I went ahead and bought 8 infantry and 2 more fighters, and we'll disperse them. Obviously, all 8 infantry are going into Germany. We'll have to see how else. I'm going to probably move some of this stuff here as well. So for the combat, we're going to attack France with everything we have. And if we take losses here, we're probably going to sack the bombers because I want to have as many land units as possible remaining here. And then I think that's it. I'm not going to be concerned with this because at the end of this turn, I'm going to have at least 3 more infantry and an AA gun, plus whatever I build with Japan. So I think we'll be okay there. The key is going to be eliminating all these land troops and having a decent enough force left over here to prevent any counterattack. He didn't set up any counterattack in Hawaii. So that we'll be fine there, as long as we take Hawaii. So we may have to sack planes. But that's why we flew the other fighter over here, so we could do that if we needed to. So let's run the combat and see how that goes, and then we'll shuffle around our troops. All right. So we lost our 2 German bombers, but that's okay because we wanted to stack as many troops as possible in France. Our 2 fighters will fly back to Germany. We'll put our AA gun in France. We'll move 10 guys to Karelia. We'll move 2 guys back to Germany. Our AA gun will go back to Germany. 2 tanks will go up to Karelia. 1 tank will go to Germany. And then we'll take 1 fighter up to Karelia. And then 1 tank will go down to India, and then this guy will go into Persia. All right, I think that's it. All right. 1 fighter will go there, 1 fighter will go in Germany, and 8 guys will go in Germany. So we'll end up having 3 fighters, a tank, 10 guys, an AA gun. That should be enough to withstand the British attack there. And so we'll see what happens. He's online now, so I'm hoping he moves pretty soon. But we'll see. Anyway, that's Germany round 10. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 10. All right, Japan round number 10. So, United Kingdom did not attack any of my 3 stacks. He moved all of his stuff to 13, moved his stuff up in Africa. I guess maybe setting up to try to take Italy next turn, but he's probably not going to have a next turn if I do this correctly. So, first thing we're going to do is take our transport here. Oh, I'm sorry. All I did was buy 4 fighters and a guy, just to shore up my defenses. So we're going to go here, grab that guy, attack Hawaii. Take this guy, attack Hawaii. Take our 2 subs and go there. We'll take our 2 battleships and bombard Hawaii. Take our fighters and attack Hawaii. We'll take 2 of our aircraft carriers and go there. Alright, now this battle here, we're going to take all 10 of our guys, our 2 artilleries, we'll take 2 bombers, and we'll take 6 fighters to kill all of his land units there. We're going to take both of those bombers and that bomber to kill his land units there. This is the big one. We want to have no losses. And then we will take 2 infantry and an artillery to kill the guy in Burma. Obviously, the Hawaii battle will sack planes, and this battle will sack planes. And then this battle, we're just going to fight it all the way out and try to kill as many things as possible. In fact, we'll take this fighter and go here as well. We'll still have 4 fighters at the end of this turn in India. That should be enough. So let's go ahead and run the combat. Favorable in C-Zone. I don't care about the C-Zone. Strong in Hawaii, strong in Kiangsu, strong in Kwangtung, strong in Burma. All right, let's run it. All right, for the non-com, our 2 planes are going to go back to 53, and our aircraft carrier will land there. Send our bomber to India, our other 2 bombers to India. Send this guy into Anhui. Send our fighters into Anhui. We will send our Japanese troops into India. Right? And that is it. We will mobilize 2 fighters into India, 2 fighters into Japan, and an infantry into India. Alright, so we captured everything we need to capture. He can't take Hawaii back for sure. I don't think he can take either Shanghai, Japan, or India, because all he's got is really 1 transport. He could take this guy here. So he could actually go with an infantry and 2 artilleries. And then stack all of his fighters and bombers. And I still don't think he's going to have enough to take any of these territories back. So if that's the case, we will win the game. So that will be the end of Japan round 10. And I will see you guys back for either Germany round 11 or the wrap-up. Alright, Germany round 11. So I miscalculated this somehow. He didn't even have to sack fighters. I got 3 hits with 12 guys. It calculated a 3% chance for him to take it, but I'm sure that will go up, obviously, if you sack fighters. But he didn't even sack fighters. So I don't know exactly how he pulled that off, but he did. So he's back in the game still. And then he attacked my fleet here in 52, but he retreated. He was unsuccessful. Took Alaska back, which I didn't really care about. Obviously, we're fighting over this here, because if I can capture it and hold it, I can win. But obviously, I've got Italy to deal with now, because UK is going to probably take Italy. So anyway, all I did was buy 12 infantry and 2 artilleries. I'm just going to load up heavy infantry and artillery probably from here on out, so I can stack and keep what I have. And then maybe occasionally throw a couple tanks into the Caucasus to send down here to try to stave off this mess here. But I should have enough turns to build up a decent amount of force here. And then my plan is to, because he's only got, his land unit production is not that big here. So I'm going to probably take some of this territory here with Japan and then build an industrial complex in Manchuria, see if I can hold it long enough to stack, a bunch of guys in there, and then take, and then somehow keep it and hold it. So we'll see what we can do. Let's see here. Yeah. So I'll have to do that later. All right. So for the combat, we're going to take 2 guys and our fighters and take Finland. We're going to take 2 guys and our fighters and try to take Trans. And that's all of our combat. Alright, so combat was a success. We only lost 1 guy in Trans. We'll take our fighters. We'll move them to India. We'll take our tanks, go down to Caucasus. Take our fighters, go to France. Our other fighters to France. Our tank to France. And since he can't do a snipe, we're going to leave Italy open. If he wants to take it, we're going to have 20 guys in Germany, and we'll just kill him that way. Let's see what else I want to do. We'll move our infantry and our AA gun down to India. Alright, I think that's all I want to do. Alright. Artillery and infantry go into the Caucasus and 10 infantry into Germany. Alright, that's going to do it for Germany around 11, and I'll see you guys back for Japan around number 11. Alright, Japan round number 11. So, United Kingdom, all he bought was 2 tanks and a bomber. He put the 2 tanks in South Africa, and he put the bomber in England. He banked the rest of his money. He's got 40 money to spend next turn, and he took Italy and Southern Europe, which is not a huge deal. He's probably setting up to hit the Caucasus and take the Caucasus, which would not be good for me. It would really not be good for me. I have to come up with a plan to take and hold Kiangsu or Shanghai, and then take my stuff that I have here now. What I did is I bought an industrial complex for Manchuria, 8 infantry, and an artillery. I should have done the industrial complex in Manchuria a couple of turns ago, and then when I had my stack of 10 guys and 2 artilleries, stacked Manchuria, threw the IC there, landed my planes, defended it until I could pump up enough troops to take Shanghai. I should have done it. I didn't. I went for the quick knockout, and it didn't work. So now I have to scramble. The good thing is, the only thing he's got in range of 61 are his 6 guys here and his 6 planes and his battleship and everything. That's going to definitely win. But once he moves the 3 transports here, he can move 2 of the transports back, so the next turn he can only attack with 4 units, unless of course he buys more transports, which USA has a lot of money, so he's probably going to do that. But anyway, I have a strategy, a plan for taking and holding this complex here. So for the combat, we're going to take our artillery and 1 guy. Take that. The other guy's going to go there. Our 3 bombers are going to kill this bomber. Actually, yeah. 1 infantry. And actually, you know what? In case we have to sack a bomber, we'll do 2 bombers. And we'll take 1 bomber there. We'll take 6 fighters and 1 fighter there. Alright. And then, let's see what else we want to do. I think that's all we want to do as far as combat. Yep, I think that's all we want to do as far as combat. The problem is this stuff here has a chance to hit India. So I really should try to close Persia. Or close Transjordan, I mean. But I'm not going to be able to do that yet. Alright. Let's get this combat done. Alright, the combat was successful. We did not lose anybody. Just want to see one thing here. Okay, they gotta be What do I got here? I'll have 2, 4, and 7. That's 11. Alright, I'm going to leave those fighters there. Alright, our bombers will go back to India. Let's see here. Ooh, that bomber can't get back to India? Where's his bomber? I killed it. No England bombers in the area over there? No. Alright, we'll land it over here. Alright, our 6 fighters will go to Japan. And this fighter will go to Sinkang. Our battleships, aircraft carrier, fighters, transports, aircraft carriers, and our subs will go into 57. Or let's see. We'll put him in 57. Let me look at my defense profile and just make sure that, okay, so these have got to be submerge all subs. And let's edit it. See combat. Okay, submerge all subs. Save. Alright. Alright. Alright, I think that's it. Throw the industrial complex in Manchuria. The artillery will go into India. 2 infantry into India. 3 infantry into Russia, and 3 infantry into Japan. All right. All right, that's going to be the end of Japan round 11, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 12. Alright, so after my failed Victory City snipe, this game turned into a marathon. So I was hoping to get it into one recording, but I was unable to, so stay tuned for part 2 of Axis Placement game number 5, season 10. Thanks for watching.